movement, but can he take the ball in a one-on-one situation and do whatever he wants, regardless of what the defense is doing? I'm not so sure. I'm just not so sure. All right. So, I believe our future is actually meaning the Pistons. Future is brighter than the Lakers. Yep, I said it. The Luka, LeBron, and Lakers show completely flopped. As I predicted, the Timberwolves would beat them. It's a complete disaster in LA. There's no other way to say it. For a moment, Rob Pelinka, 2 moments. Rob Pelinka was, I got LeBron James. No, the fans thought this about Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka got LeBron James to come to LA. Oh, Rob Pelinka, GM of the year. Rob Pelinka pulls off this backdoor deal, whatever you want to call it. How in the world Dallas would offer Luka Doncic only to the Los Angeles Lakers? Adam Silver, deal to move the Mavericks to Las Vegas. And Rob Pelinka pulls off Luka Doncic. Now you got Luka, and you got LeBron, and you got Austin Reeves, championship, number 5 for LeBron, right? That's what everybody was saying. And I'm screaming, no, it's not. You have 2 ball-dominant players that in order to be successful need the ball in their hands. LeBron can't play off the ball. Luka can't play off the ball. And then who I had been screaming is the key to the whole series is Austin Reeves. And Austin Reeves with those 2 guys on the floor is far less productive for obvious reasons. The formula doesn't work. I told somebody 2 weeks around the time that I did my predictions prior to the series that the Lakers had no depth. And the guy came at me and said, you need to go learn. You go 7 deep, 8 deep in the playoffs. What are you talking about? Exactly what I was talking about. You went 8 deep. 7 and 8 is very weak. You're playing a 40-year-old guy, 42, 43 minutes. You're playing an out-of-shape Luka Doncic, 42, 43 minutes, and you're playing over a lengthy series, every 2, it's too far in between, every 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever. They took them out in 5, so you didn't even play 6 or 7, and they're gassed. You got lazy Luka running around looking like he's disinterested on the defensive end, a human pylon out there, one side of the ball only, very, very good at it, one of the best ever, but a one-dimensional, no defensive player. LeBron floats out there now for obvious reasons. He can't do what he used to do. Never thought he was great at what he did in terms of an all-around game, but I get it. He's 40 and he can't do what he used to do, so he's got to pick his spots like a boxer, right? You got to take a round off here and there. You got to coast a little bit. You got to maintain energy for certain moments. And somehow, some way, people thought that was going to win, particularly against a young team with those players that can run and gun you. LeBron can't get up and down the floor. Luka can't get up and down the floor. It's a mess. And now the talk is, and this is talk, it's not necessarily from the Lakers, it's fan talk. Lakers to trade Austin Reeves and whatever amount of picks and go get Giannis. That's not going to work either. It's the same process. It's the same problem. Luka can't defend his shadow. Okay. Reddit comes out after the game or the day after, 2 days after, whatever. And he says, we need to get into championship shape. You think? Who do you think he's referring to? He's referring to Luka Doncic, who's out of shape. I don't know if I've ever seen a GM, maybe a coach, but never a GM take the heat that Nico Harrison took by making that trade. 2 things on that. I still believe that the trade was made in large part because of the casinos and the Adelson family and the DeMott family and the lack of legislation in Texas to open casinos in Dallas. He's up for Supermax money, which is about $345 million. So I think that played into it. But you also have to look at the person. They say he smokes. They say he drinks. We all know he's a whiner. He never committed a foul in his life. Luka Doncic, he never committed a foul, and everybody commits fouls on him every play of every game. And he's one-dimensional, and he can't play defense. That means the same thing, but he's one-dimensional. You don't pay a guy $345 million to be a one-dimensional player. 28, 8, and 8, or 28, 8, and 9 is irrelevant. That's not a championship formula, everybody. It's just not. You need to have, if you're going to do that, you better have everything else on your team solved defensively to be able to hide that person on the defensive end, and they don't have that. And the way the contracts are structured and what they now would have to pay this guy after, I think, next season, it's impossible. LeBron will be gone, and it's just not going to work. And Nico Harrison saw this, and everybody ought to start taking it back. Yeah, you got to the finals with Luka, you lost 4-0. You go to the Lakers, you lose 4-1. You can't unsee what you saw. And if you understand the game and you follow the game and you don't get caught up in what he can do offensively, which is dynamic. It's dynamic. No one can really stop him. But that doesn't mean you win. It just doesn't mean you win. You have to be able to play on both sides of the ball in order to win. The 5 on the floor have to be able to do that. And you have to be able to have the physical shape, which is what Redick is talking about, to go nonstop. And if you need to go 42, 44 minutes, you have to be able to do that. He can't. And I don't think that he has the mental makeup to construct himself that way. Even if he comes back 10, 12 pounds less, I don't think he'll be able to maintain it. He never has. I doubt he will. And so Dallas moved on from that and gave that to the Lakers. I'll get heated up for this. I don't care. If I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, I put Luka Doncic, encourage LeBron to retire. Basically make it known that you would like to move on. Okay? I don't think LeBron is going to retire without announcing to the world that it's his final year. That way the insecure person that he is will want to parade around every arena and will want everybody to throw a celebration for him to step away from the game. I mean, that's just, I'm not even going to go there except to say that that's comical. But Lakers, this guy's been a failure in Los Angeles. Let's just call that what it is. The championship was in the bubble, okay? It was going down. The COVID was going down and happening right as the playoffs were approaching. There is no game, no championship, no league that has a larger asterisk on it from COVID than the NBA. So you can strike that right off. People are in a bubble away from their families. The whole world, no one knows what's going on. You're confined to your hotel room, confined to certain chefs cooking food for you. I'm sorry. It's going to be there in the column, but I don't. I mean, his 3-13, I think it is, in his last 16 games in the playoffs, he's done. Walk away, retire. You've destroyed your legacy as it is. People will always talk about you more for what you didn't do and what you did do, meaning to hurt yourself and the game and your teams, than you will about what you actually accomplished on the court. So just leave. And then if I'm the Lakers, I make it known that Luka is up for sale, and you take the highest bidder possible and take the biggest haul that you could possibly get and say no to the ones who are less. But you got to do this here coming up really soon, because then you got the draft, free agency, you got all of that. So start dripping it out there to get Luka on the block. You will not win a championship with this guy. Highly doubtful. You have to remove LeBron from the equation. Then you would pay him $345 million because you're not going to be able to keep him unless you do that. You're going to mortgage your whole future and build your entire franchise around Luka Doncic? Hell no. So then you basically have retired LeBron. You have Luka, Austin Reeves. Rui's a pretty nice player. And that's basically it. You have no big, you have no bench, you have a 1-year head coach who made a ton of mistakes. What do you have? Get rid of him. Take 2 now players and take 2 to 3 high number 1 draft picks and move on. Nico Harrison knew what he was doing. He did. I think he was instructed to do it, but still, I don't think he resisted because it's very clear as day to see what's wrong with Luka Doncic. So that was easy to predict. Some guy the other day said, there's no way you predicted that. And I'm like, bro, I do it on video. Here you go. They can't keep up with teams like that. And LeBron's going to come back and Luka's going to come back and suddenly it's going to make a difference. And you go out and get Giannis. What is that going to do? So you have 3 players and nobody else. How's that going to go? You can't play LeBron big minutes. Clearly, you can't play Luka big minutes, and he's not going to stay in shape even if he comes back. Giannis is a machine. I'll give him that. Dude's in constant motion. It won't work. Save the tape. It won't work.